Win at noon and then wait for the 3:30 game to ease back into control of the SEC Eastern Division. That's the game plan for Florida this Saturday as the Gators host Mizzou. All right, Luke Del Rio back in the lineup at quarterback for the Florida Gators, coming off a two-game missed time because of a sprained left knee. The Gators during their 6 quarters, so that's a game and a half, just 20 points on offense, 338 yards. So Luke Del Rio looking to revive the Florida offense against Charles Harris, who has been a terror at defensive end for the Tigers. 3.5 sacks, 4.5 tackles for loss in just 2 games in the SEC, his previous 2 games, and he is looking to tear it up against David Sharp and Jawan Taylor. So the Florida running game has not been good. The offensive line has not delivered the push. They have given the ball to too many running backs in significant playing time. I understand trying them out against North Texas and UMass early in the season. But Jordan Scarlett appears to be the guy. He needs to get the football at least 3 quarters at the time from the running back position. Now we need to see a Florida offensive surge in the rushing game that is similar to what we saw last week for LSU. Without Leonard Fournette, LSU completely annihilated Mizzou's front 7 on defense. 634 yards of total offense, over 8 yards per carry. They owned time of possession. LSU, a very similar offense to Florida. Run first, throw on third down, throw in the play action, and not necessarily a mobile quarterback for Florida compared to LSU, but they still, both quarterbacks want to stay in the pocket, deliver the football, and make the right read. So Florida needs to take the game plan that LSU executed so well last week and destroy Mizzou up front. Drew Lock's numbers look great at quarterback for Mizzou, 335 yards passing per game, 14 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Look a little bit closer. 10 touchdowns passing against the likes of Delaware State, 79-0 in Eastern Michigan, whatever that was, 60-0, 65-0. Jalen Tabor, Quincy Wilson, they are waiting in this game, and Drew Lock has seen nothing close to these 2 players this season, although, of course, unsuccessfully saw a very fine LSU secondary last week. 17 of 37, 1 interception. So well under 50% against West Virginia and LSU, and he has lit up just about everybody else. The run game non-existent for Mizzou, and if it's Drew Lock against the Florida secondary, look out. Gators could romp in this one. Jamon Moore, really the only threat in the Mizzou passing attack. 27 receptions, over 16 yards per reception, and 6 touchdowns. Not enough to get it done against Florida. They will be able to focus and at times double up, bracket, do whatever they need to do with Jamon Moore. Probably play him straight up to start out unless things don't work out because Florida's defense is far too much for Mizzou to handle in this one. Number 2 total defense nationally, number 3 in scoring. Gerard Davis comes in with 40 tackles total. Jabari Zuniga, 5 tackles for loss and 5 sacks. And Jordan Sherritt also making plays in the backfield, 3.5 tackles for loss and 3 sacks. This is a Florida-dominant win over Mizzou in the Swamp. Gators won't score a ton of points because of the offensive deficiencies against a decent Mizzou defense that's right now 90th in the country, 83rd total, actually 90th against the run. And that, again, speaks to Florida needing to get the ground game going this week. Gators 26, Mizzou Tigers 10 on Mark Rogers TV.